Oh,
Oh,
Jesus.
it's on the
That
wrong.
was loud.
It's on the wrong screen.
You know what that sound
Ah,
was?
it's not on. Oh no, cancel. Is it?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, no. What I'm saying is I can hear Kira and Inya.
Oh. Alright.
I think we're live.
It is live.
We is.
Hello.
Hey, and see how's things? You're first twice.
Hey,
Hey Shay.
Shay.
All right, guys. So today, a little bit of a different stream. I had a few plans, but unfortunately, I had some audio issues because I've changed some audio stuff. So what we're going to do is we're just going to test the audio for tonight, and some other bits and pieces. So we're just going to join the server and just test things. So feel free to ask whatever you want. There's no real like agenda tonight. Probably won't even stay on that long, to be honest, because once we have this sorted, it means then we're good in for any other stream in the future.
You're talking so loud, I'm pretty sure it's coming through my mic.
Is it really?
Yeah.
So, so no, so I can hear people through your microphone is what's happening.
Okay.
So, guys, if you wouldn't mind giving us a bit of feedback, like, are you able to hear myself through Alana's microphone? I'm going to turn myself up a small bit here. Let me know. We're just testing out some new things here, so
Yep.
do let us know. I have to try the game. I haven't tried it yet, so the game might have no volume whatsoever.
Fun.
A lot of fun, actually. Let's whip out the steering wheel anyway. Uh, I haven't even looked at the server, so I don't even know what the server is on. What's going on here? Oh, there we go. We've got people liking the stream. Thank you guys so much for liking. Really do appreciate it. Um, you sound good. We sound good, Alana. But we'll try it now with the game audio and see what that's like. So essentially, what I've done is I've kind of set it up so that we can now have people in a Discord chat. So Alana is actually in a Discord right now with me,
Yep.
so we can test all that stuff and make sure it's all good. It also means that I have volume control over Discord, whereas before it always going through essentially one channel, which meant that game audio, music, everything was all one sound, which made it difficult because I had to go through many applications, whereas now I can just set it once, pretty much. Travis, how are you doing?
Hey, Travis.
So I'm just going to join my server for now. It's on the Red Ring again, second stream in a row. We're on the same track, but kind of no choice. Do we? Yeah, kind of no choice. So feel free to join if you wish. Just want to test some audio. Yeah, I can hear sisters and stuff through your microphone. So have to set it up. You have to set it up on your computer to not do that.
Yeah. I mean,
Uh,
it's up to you to deal with your sisters.
let me just fix that. I can do it here. Where's the mouse?
There. Oh, you're gone onto my computer.
Yeah.
Right. What, you're setting it up to be not as sensitive, is it?
Yeah, well, you see, you've set it to automatic. So just talk away for a second.
Yeah.
Try it now.
I don't know what to say.
So it's set to automatic. So you can still hear Anya in the background. It's very annoying.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm there attempting to shout at her. What car today? We're driving a 2J powered S15. Try it now. No, Lana, can you just try now?
Hello?
Ah, that's fine. Seems to be better.
Okay.
Alright, okay, let's try that.
Okay.
Right, next thing is the game audio. Man, setting up all this audio stuff. Oops. Oh man. VGA. Put that down.
Okay, Travis said what car today? And
I said that we're driving an S15 with a 2J.
oh,
You weren't listening, Lana.
oh, I wasn't.
That's typical.
Vintage said, have you ever imagined yourself competing in Formula Drift?
Yep. Definitely. I have an FD Pro 1 license. I don't know if you can see it back there.
It's in the corner.
Yeah, I'm trying to bring it over. Anyway,
Like-
that camera won't reach. I have basically have an FD Pro 1 license, so I could go there if I want. I just don't have the budget right now. So yes, I do see myself. But I think by the time I get to that level or that kind of funding, there'll be a world championship, and that's what I'll probably be doing instead. So how's everyone doing today? We've been just I just finished up work at like 5ish and then did some bits and pieces. Get James to put a good word in. That'd be awesome. I think there's a lot of people like that would be expecting that too, you know. Like I know James quite well, like, but it's not that easy getting in there. It's like a bit like Formula One. There's like 32 slots almost, and you have to be either have a lot of money and get in with the right team, or just be lucky with a particular drive, you know. Like James got in there for last couple of seasons with a team that was coming back into play with a new team, I suppose, really. So he was very, very lucky that way. I don't think there'd be many teams currently in FD would take on a new driver like that. Living life sideways, how are you? What's your favorite driver?
Hello.
I don't really have a favorite driver. Not any, like I suppose when I was a kid like years ago, it was probably like Darren McNamara or James. I suppose that was because all I knew back then. I think in the recent years it has changed a bit though, like because I view them more as like friends and stuff now. I view them as like competitors. What's your favorite driver, Alana? Who's your favorite?
Well, I have to say you.
Oh, thanks.
Otherwise he'd murder me. But I think James is pretty good. Connor's pretty good. Dwayne McKeever.
Dwayne, okay.
And who else?
You're just picking
Oh,
all
I
the.
had someone else. No, I had someone else in my mind now. I can't think who it was. Oh, what's his name? I can see him in my head. I can't think of his name. From the Netherlands.
Oh, Sebastian.
Yeah, I think he's good as well. The correct answer to that question is myself, Alan. You're your own favorite driver.
Yeah, I technically am. I'm biased completely. What do you think, guys? Could we increase the game volume a small bit? Would you like to hear more engine noise? Or do you think myself and Alana's volume would be outridden it a small bit?
Hey, Richard. Please, louder cars.
Yeah, louder cars? Okay, I turn it up a small bit there. We'll see what that's like. Is that a bit better? I don't want to have it too loud where you guys can't hear either. Or it's like
Yeah.
conflicting.
Yeah, that's G.
What do you mean? Oh, Pringles, typical. Absolutely hilarious with your Pringles, so you are. You're like, you remind me of like a Cookie Monster or something, just sitting there or laying there or whatever, just eating away.
It's like when we're over in Dubai and I just like laid in bed eating Cheetos while watching YouTube. It's just like living the dream.
Literally, like, oh, what an entry.
How you two doing? We're good. How are you? Hey, what you doing today? Tafa, we are just
Testing
he
some.
was working. I was playing games because you know, Steam sales. So I bought like 4 games and a DLC. Yeah, haven't been up to much other than
Well, like,
playing
I
games for
mean,
myself and
what
working.
I think what they're asking what we're doing right now, not what our life story, what we did 9 o'clock this morning when we got up.
Well, you got up at 9 o'clock this morning. I didn't get out of bed till 10 past 10.
So today what we're doing, we're just testing the stream. I've done some audio changes and stuff, and just checking to make sure everything is kind of working. So I probably won't stay on for too late, because I did have plans to do like a proper stream tonight and stuff, but then the audio stuff kind of caught me off guard how long it took. So we'll probably come back on tomorrow for a proper stream and Friday night as well. Tonight is Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
So we'll probably stream the next 2 nights as well. Alana wants to probably practice as well, so we'll probably do
Yeah.
on the Let's Try It stream. We'll probably get Alana to drive as well because she hasn't driven in a while.
hmm Do you know how to drift on sim? I do. I'm not the best, and like put me into a server and I'm shit and I fuck up everyone else just by being so shit. But you know, getting there slowly but surely. I usually like wake up at home at around. My mom wakes me up at around 12 usually, but if my mom's at work, I probably don't wake up till like 1. And when my mom wakes me up, I'm like, what's going on? What? Nope.
I think everyone's average time for getting up during the summer is like a 1 o'clock. I've I think the latest I ever got up at was like 5 o'clock during the day, just before dinner.
Same.
Got up at 5 o'clock and then went and had dinner. And it wasn't like I don't drink alcohol or anything, so it wasn't like as if I was like completely out of it. Um, it was just because what happened? Oh, I just slept in. Like I went to bed the night before, like 4 o'clock in the morning, and I just slept for literally 13 hours straight.
I've done the same before. I like just woke up at 5, got up and made myself breakfast at lunchtime and had pasta and tea, and I was just like, yep, this is life. I was during college. I think I had like a day off or something first year and just slept through the whole day. Best day ever.
Has the server died or something?
Tafa said, will you be able to do a car testing stream in the next coming days?
Yes, so that's the plan. I think I have to wait and see because I do have a few plans when it comes to streaming, trying to get some other people onto the stream and chatting with them. So I'm not really sure when I'm going to do that. I have to talk to some people and see when they'll be able to do it and stuff. Alright, can you give out to Enya please? She's ridiculously loud.
Okay. Got new graphics driver and content manager is all messed up now. Really? That's weird.
Interesting.
Yeah.
5? Yeah, this is a bit late, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm very bad for waking up. Like, I would be able to sleep all day if I could.
No, you wouldn't.
Oh, I would. I'd be like, I'd wake up, go on my phone for like 5 or 10 minutes, go back to sleep, no bother.
Yeah, but like... Oh man, I just made my game like... Who's coming on? Oh,
actually
I'm
did.
burping.
Did I wake up at all this morning when you got out of bed?
Nope.
Huh. Because I've heard some horror stories about myself from living with Ava.
Alright.
Like before I was like sound asleep, she started walking over towards my desk to use my hairbrush because she had left hers at
I
home.
start
I
shouting at her.
sat straight up, stared at her, and she just like turned around and went back over to her side of the room like, nope, not dealing with that. I don't have any recollection of it. Another horror story she told me that I was finding very, very hard to believe was she couldn't sleep, so she decided to go for a shower at like 3 in the morning. And apparently, sleepy Lana was able to get up out of bed, walk over to the bathroom. She decided she hadn't locked the door because she was like, oh, Lana won't wake up or whatever. I open up the door, yell, it's not effing shower time, and went back to sleep. When she told me the following day when we were out in a pub, I was just like, no way. What the hell? No.
Oof.
Yeah, sleepy Lana can be scary apparently. I have woken up and aggressively stared at my phone and went back to sleep before as well when my mom walked in on me one time. Oh, the light was on in my room. I sat up, turned off the light, aggressively stared at my phone and then went back to sleep. Yeah. Sleepy Lana is a whole different person. Taffet said, by the way, to touch up on the NEC FX versus RHM performance difference, the difference is huge for a low-end PC. I have a GTX 1050 Ti and the RHM process took about 15-20% of my CPU while NEC FX took nothing. Wow.
Yeah. I suppose that's the advantage because it's integrated with Content Manager already. It's already part of that whole process. Like,
Game runs 10 to 30 FPS better. Wow, that's a lot. Living Life Sideways said, how was the sesh with Connor yesterday?
the session was quite good. We were just chatting away in Discord. So I think the plan is, well, the plan was to have a stream with him tonight, but unfortunately I was having trouble, so I have to reschedule with him. So we'll probably have a stream with him another night, and that should be quite good fun. So we'll see how we do with that some other day.
Does anyone else have like sleep horror stories about their sleepy side?
Oh,
Is it
T
just
fucking Reese is
me?
fast as fuck. So guys, just make sure if you have any audio stuff, do let me know. I'm going to keep it on the same track tonight, guys, because I'll probably be logging off soon anyway, so there's no point in changing it.
Yup, I sleepwalk a bit, and one night I took a piss on my fridge. I
All
remember
right.
walking in on my
Okay.
brother one time. He woke up, he started circling around in his room, and then peed into the bin that was in his room. Apparently he has done it at his dad's house as well, because we have different fathers, and he stays with his dad the weekends and on like nights during the week and stuff. And apparently one night his dad woke up to my brother peeing in one of his shoes. So yeah.
Oof.
Interesting. But like there's been
All right.
times
Can we
I've
change subject? Talking about pissing, like what the hell?
I was about to change it to different like sleepwalking things. I've
Sleepwalk.
fallen asleep in my bed and woke up in my mother's bed. I've fallen asleep in the sitting room and woke up in my mother's bed. I've fallen asleep in the sitting room and woke up in my own bed. I'm pretty sure one night I fell asleep in my brother's bed and woke up in my mom's bed. It's really weird. No, that's so funny. Just randomly. Back off.
Oh, fuck, the carbon has understeered me.
I think
If you just type in !Discord, it should tell you the server password. Yeah. It should be ice. I'll change the track some other time. Tonight I'm just wanted to test some things, get some runs in.
another story I have from college as well is one night I fell asleep watching YouTube, and my roommate came over to turn off my PC, just like close it down or whatever, and apparently I kind of woke up and it was just like, no, I'm watching that, and pointed at her, and she was just like, oh, okay, and backed away. And I just went straight back to sleep, no recollection of it.
Yeah, sideways. I want to do a stream where we try and get like a load of pro drivers and stuff on it. So we'll see. We'll try and get something like that in the future. Ah, sorry, Reese.
Have I done anything weird to you in my sleep?
Oh, can we talk about a different thing? We've been talking about sleeping for the last 20 minutes.
NC said that would be class a load of our life drivers.
Yeah, it would be kind of cool to have like a stream of where like you guys could join in as well and drive with us. I don't know. I'll have to organize like the whole thing and put it together and stuff.
Hey Oliver.
Reese is taking us out. Oh, get tapped.
Alan really does not like what we talk about for sports, now sleeping.
Firstly,
It's so true.
I know, yeah, but there is a point if where like the conversation is good, like maybe a couple of stories, but when you talk about 8th and 9th story, it's like, all right, okay, we've gotten to that point now. It's not your fault, Incy. I'm gonna blame Milan on this. Sorry.
You blame everything on me, even if it's your fault.
Not really true, but
It's entirely true. Jack said already got the chance with James. Connor and yourself on Atron. That 8-hour practice came in handy.
when did you drive with James actually? James doesn't really go on the same that much, to be honest. So you'd be lucky to get a run with him, to be honest.
I know he has a point, it's just I don't know what else to talk about, so I'm just like fill up the chat with like
I mean, to be fair though, tonight's stream is just a test. Like I wasn't expecting really to anyone to join it, like, you know.
bro. Pringles flying everywhere.
He was on when you were streaming these cars on Atron. He only did 6 laps. Oh, was he on the same server that night as well? I don't ever remember being in it. Should we go? Audio sounding mint? Does it sound better than usual, or like what exactly? I'm kind of curious. I'm gonna go mad camber in the rear. Awesome, thank you, Inseed. Mad stabs here, Reese.
That's a mad toe, lol.
Mad toe out, yeah. The reasoning for it is like it makes a massive difference on the transitions. Like if you watch my transitions, like I can fucking really snap it. It's not the greatest for chasing though because you kind of get this weird like crabbing effect. But for lead runs, like I can snap really hard. Really
Jack
committed.
said you were in it, but you were in deep focus with Reese like now.
Ah, okay. I didn't even know James joined, to be honest.
Do you want some of the broken Pringles there?
No, I'm fine, thank you. Sorry, Reese, I lead again. That was a nice entry. Well, despite being wide. Reese is just leaning up against me.
Oliver said I'm gonna stick to minus 0.2, minus 0.3ish.
Yeah, no, generally I end up changing it for competition and stuff. Like I try both, and the negative 0.6 is perfect for like qualifying or something, especially with WDT stuff. Like they kind of do really prefer the Japanese snap. I suppose it's what Tikon does too, so that's how he does so good in qualifying. But even negative 0.2, negative 0.3 is still a lot as well. Like I generally wouldn't even run that much. Do you want actually we'll do? Let's actually try. Oh, where is the toe gone? Let's try run more than that. Let's try running 180. So I would never do this with VDC because there's actually no need whatsoever. But so we're trying it.
Why I never thought about changing toe for qualifying.
I mean the thing is, if a car snaps like really nicely on transition, there's actually no need to change it. But you can just do stupid shit like this when you have more toe in the front.
When's the next round of WDT?
I don't know. I don't think they're doing anymore.
Oh.
The only problem with extra toe in the front is that it makes the car so that it takes longer before you can hit the gas, if that makes sense. So you have to wait longer. So we go back it down again. I think this is going to drive like crap.
I keep losing Pringle. Boosts up Pringle.
Oh, you upgraded T300. That's probably a huge upgrade for you, Oliver.
Wow. Oh shit. Hitting off things.
Yeah, actually running less toes feels a little bit better. Feels more consistent throughout steering. Whereas with the extra toe, it feels better at the initial snap, but then midway during it, you kind of get this weird dead zone. Whereas running less toe means I can snap and hit the gas straight away. Because with the extra toe, then it makes the car crab a little bit more. You have to wait a little bit longer before you can hit the gas. There's a lot more to car setups than just like concentrating on getting grip into the rear. Like it has to be all balanced and stuff. Oh Jesus. Yeah, the car feels a bit better with that lower toe. Still get the same snap. Oh, kinda. What time is that? 10:30? We'll probably stay on for another 30 minutes and we'll probably log off then. The number of people are dropping off anyway, so. We'd like to stream. CJ, what a legend. Thank you.
There's a fruit fly flying around. It keeps going in my face. I'm like, no.
Let's see who's waiting. Is there anyone who's waiting here? Who's that? Right, Gus, let's go. Come on, Gus.
360 entry next lap.
Ah, 360. I'm too cool for 360s.
Oh my god, there's a fly on the screen.
There's a fly?
Yeah.
Don't kill him.
No, I just have to shoo him away. Go away. You away.
See if it was. Oh my god, what was the frame drop there about? But why would you kill a spider? You kill spiders, like why?
We don't talk about it.
Why do you have to be mad? It's just as bad.
There's no one in the house to get rid of the spider out of my room. Spider I cannot come in contact with, so I get a long object and just whack.
Oh,
Because it cannot stay in my room, because I will not be able to sleep in my room if there's a spider in my room. So it be gone.
it be gone.
Be gone for good. 720 then.
Well, we tried 360. Now we'll just do a massive backwards entry.
And he knew at that moment he had fucked up. That fruit fly just flew straight into my forehead. We'll get off the coconut. Be gone.
Something like that.
I can hear the Discord notifications coming through. Sequential or H pattern. He is currently doing sequential.
I mean, it's the
Anyway,
yeah. It's
Changes it up
sequential
depending
at
on the
the
car. The majority of the time, though, he is running sequential.
Depends on the car. If it's these cars are on, if it's competition cars are on sequential. If it's street cars are on H pattern. Generally, it's the good old sequential, just because I make less mistakes with it. Oh, I'm gone off the track. So my throttle feels kind of weird. Like, not feels weird, but just responds weird.
Do you not use clutch when shifting?
No, I don't have to. With the H pattern I do. But I don't even need to clutch with this car. Even if I spin wheels. Even mid drift you don't have to. It's obviously incorrect, but it is an advantage, so I do use it.
Oliver, it was a fly. He has to stay in my room. I brought in the flapper that he hid somewhere, or I don't know, but it's gone. It just like come out with the flapper and was like, nah, I'm out of here. Bye. Back to Alicia. Sometimes if I'm at home alone, there's a fly in my room and I'm doing nothing, I will like guide the fly, wait the 5 minutes for it to like fly out of my room, close my room door, guide it into the kitchen from the hallway, and we're in the kitchen and I just wait for it to leave out the back door. I'm just like, come on, over here, buddy. Back doors this way. No, ignore the window over there. No, over here.
You're like a bouncer.
Yeah. NC said, understandable. Have a nice day. Jordan said, how's it going, Alan? Let's see some door bangs.
Oh, for sure. Just going to probably won't be staying on for much longer, to be honest, Jordan. But we'll try and get some in. Tonight was only a test stream, and I need to test some tanks.
I'm so happy I can use my headphones now, though. I hate using that boom microphone. It's just
Yeah, the boom microphone is annoying, but it is better. But it's just setting it up is a pain in the arse.
just everything about it. It's just a pain. I don't like it. Sorry, I don't like it.
It only cost me €30 anyway, so I can't really complain. I thought it'd be like super professional, sound way better. I think the new microphone that I'll get will sound just as good, if not better, and probably be much nicer because it'll just be sitting on top of the desk. Oh, Dylan, you're getting away from me, bud.
What are you doing with Alana's big microphone? It's on the ground beside me. I don't want it. I
It's,
don't like
it's
it.
put on mute.
Let's put on hold. Stick it there and just leave it there. No, no.
No, no, don't touch me there.
That is my normal square. How much your?
How much euros? I don't know. They're not. They're just on the move. What is on the? Oh, the flies? I don't know. Confused.
Yeah, I'm kind of confused now too. Jordan said, here we go.
Okay, changing gearings. Shite.
Jordan said, yeet.
Yeet.
Yeet. Red ring. Confused. What you think of them slim cans? I like them. Other than like the chunky ones. Just, I prefer them. They're easier to hold or something and they look more appealing. You banana because you look appealing. Sorry, shitty dad joke.
The ones that they have in the Middle East are like actually like a bottle, but they're actually a can, which is really nice.
compared to the normal ones. Yeah, I prefer the slim ones. What do you think of them? Just stick to Bomba bottles. I remember the Bomba bottles. Alan, do you remember the Bomba bottles?
Bamba?
Yeah,
For
the
the
Bomba
butt.
bottles. They'd be class.
The Bamba bottles? You get
Yeah,
sent to prison. In Ireland, anyway.
yeah, worth it.
I don't know about that, Elena. It may,
I love
may,
them, but everyone I know hates them for some reason. What? I find them way more, like, I like them way more.
the cans?
Yeah, the slim cans rather than
Yeah.
the old chunky regular ones.
No, they're definitely way better.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Dee-dee-dee-dee.
Maybe a shorter ratio, I think, is probably too long. Dunno, dunno, guys, dunno. Should I go lower on this again? Because I thought I felt these felt better lower.
No square stuck in my head. No, don't touch me there. That is my no square.
What, is there no square?
Hmm? What?
You have a no square.
Everyone has a no square. But it's stuck in my head. On repeat.
Try less boost.
Go backward to Foradashi? For what?
For Dash, use another game.
Uh,
I don't know what you mean. I know my throttle seems to be delayed. Maybe I'm just overthinking it.
so you wanna tell everyone in the chat about my monitor?
Yeah, it's okay.
That's all you wanna say. Alan's running my monitor at the moment. It's a bigger screen than he's used to, and he's really liking it. Or so he said so yesterday. Seems to have changed, just like, yeah, it's okay.
I think so it's 27 inches, which isn't really much that, it's not the size really, it's more the refresh rate. This is a 75 Hz monitor, so I'm trying to see, do I want a higher Hertz monitor or not? And I think I know the answer to that anyway, but I'm just wondering, with the 27 inches, should I go bigger than 27 or should I get a 27? Not really sure exactly.
NC said the bigger the better.
For a single screen, maybe not so much though.
Okay. Almaz, he is Russian.
What's going on with my
Because I
car now?
couldn't say his name before because I can't read Russian.
Oh, you're from Russia!
Is Foradashi a track?
Furudashi is a game.
Is
It's a
it not maybe a track? Jordan said, I do cause Craig won't stop yelling at me over it, lol. What?
27-inch triples.
Ooh, that must be nice. I currently have like a double set up at home.
What's your refresh rate on them, Jack?
Okay, so 3 screen setup or VR.
If I was on the roof, triple screen. If I was locked to the cockpit, VR. But then I like the fact that I don't have to wear something on my head.
triple monitors. I'd love to have triple screen setup, but I just don't have room on my desk or in my room. Rip. So double screen. I don't even need triple screen though. Anyway, not at the moment. Jordan says he has a 60 hertz, and Craig says I need like a 120 and up ball.
Yeah, I need to get I want to get 144 hertz. I think Alienware do like 240 hertz and stuff like that, but I'm nowhere near 200 frames a second at the moment, so it's like it seems a bit pointless.
Jack said with his triple setup that he's
75.
75 hertz.
Yeah. See, that's the thing though. A lot of those monitors and stuff like they really do rely on um, but they rely on like FreeSync and G-Sync and stuff to be right. So you have to be within their right frame rate zone to make use of G-Sync or FreeSync.
Yep.
Which is something I learned about recently. So.
Do you know any good cheap PC for Assetto drifting?
For sale used, is it, or just in general?
I'd assume just in general.
I suppose the minimum specs of what ACU suggests is a good start. Like a basic Intel i5, like AMD 25 or 1600 or something like that is pretty decent. CPU, graphics card GTX 960, Nvidia, or like AMD, or like what you have, Alana, AMD RX 590.
Yeah. Oliver said AMD Ryzen CPUs aren't that expensive. I have a Ryzen 5 2600X. I have a Ryzen 5 2600 as well.
Yeah, Alana must have 2600 non-X. Didn't really feel like the extra X was really worth it, to be honest. Probably might regret that if we want to overclock it, but to be honest, with the cost of their current CPUs, it's nearly cheaper just to like wait it out a few years and then buy the newest one that they have. So I'll probably get the
Yeah.
3600 next, or the 4600 if they release that.
NC said, but like a whole build a PC because I won't know what I'm doing if I was to build one.
Oh, so a lot of the websites, you still have to spec it out yourself though, so you can't just go online and say, oh, I want to play Assetto Corsa, because you kind of have to overbuild it a little bit more. For example, like competing online with like 30 people, it's really ridiculous PC sometimes. I know it's a PP, what the hell? You have a ridiculous PP. Could you imagine that? To go off and buy a new PP. Sorry, I'm acting like a 10-year-old. But it's all about the memes.
What was the site I was on before that I was looking at a PC already built and it was like a decent price and had decent like stuff in it?
So the ones
From
that...
a UK company. Was it PC Overclockers or Overclockers?
Yeah,
UK or something. I think Overclockers UK.
Yeah, they're kind of on the expensive side, but they're actually very well, great support service and stuff.
And you can like change and swap things in the PC. You can like kind of mod it a small bit yourself
Yeah.
for what you want to have in it. So I'd
So
suggest checking that out.
I remember I was helping a buddy of mine with one of them, and we looked at over that because it meant it'd be much easier. And I think we ended up saving, was it like maybe £60 at the time just by building it ourselves. So like the extra cost, you know, was grand, and I ended up driving to his house and building it for him. So it ended up costing me 20 quid, whatever. So it didn't really save that much in the end, but it was more enjoyable. Plus, you didn't knew if you built it right that you had the peace of mind knowing that it was correct.
But I think the PC I was looking at was around, was it £800? And it was like, mine was slightly better, and I built mine for around €800. So, I don't know, just depends on like what you want and what's in it. And just finding a place that can do it to what you want.
Well, like Alana was lucky was in the sense that I can actually build it for her, so like there was nothing stopping her there, you know. Like you could have spent an extra £100 on a graphics card, like, and instead of getting someone else to build it, you know.
Yeah. Jack said I ordered my rig from SimLabs on the 1st of June and still waiting for it to get shipped. Haven't gone to one site so
For
many
fuck's
times
sake.
a week. I'm the same with Amazon at the moment. I like bought a load of stuff on Amazon and it's been like over a week since I ordered it and it still hasn't dispatched, and I'm like, I got an email. Has it dispatched yet? Nope. A couple hours later. Haven't got an email. Has it dispatched yet? Nope. Okay. Yeah, I'd be the same. Oliver said, I know some stuff, what to look for, but don't know them in English. Ree! Jordan said, I built one for around 800 and it ran really well. I sold it to a buddy and it's still working after like 10 years. Nice. Wow. Oliver said, oh yeah, what do you recommend upgrading to from a 1060 6GB? I'd say get an 8GB something. Like, I'm not that good with
Graphics cards.
any of that
1070 I'd
stuff.
say. Yeah, 1070 or 1080. No, I don't know if would a 1070 be much over 1060 though. It'd be like going,
Yeah,
I don't know, would you be better off just going 2070 or something, you know?
I think I read online that like even upgrading from a 1060 to a 1080 is much the same. Like there's a small bit of a difference, but like it's not the biggest difference for the price, the price gap that's there. 1070 worth it or 1080 instead? I'd
Maybe
say
1060, 1080 might be worth it, but I'd say you're better off going 2070 in my opinion, or 2060 or something. I think we're kind of at the point now with systems and stuff. You could probably upgrade like your graphics card with a 2600, but you might as well just change the whole fucking thing. What time is it? Oh, it's nearly 11. Oh, I should download new Call of Duty actually. It's like
yep.
fucking 100 and something gigabytes.
Sure you can leave it download overnight.
Nah, it'll be downloaded in 20 minutes.
Oh. You know the way Parchment Wi-Fi was like ridiculously high for Parchment?
Yeah.
It still took like, was it 14 or 16 hours to download?
That's just another thing. I need to buy an SSD, I think.
Oliver said, I bought a new motherboard, CPU 1060, 2600X, RAM in August last year.
Yeah.
I built my entire PC off Black Friday sales, so everything had arrived by December 2nd, I think. And the only thing I've changed is, I haven't even changed, I like got the same RAM, just RGB instead of non-RGB, and that's the only thing I've changed, and that was like last week I changed it. He said my 1060 is like 3 years old, so that's why I'm planning to upgrade to something new, just don't know what to go for. I'd say if you have the money, go for the 2060, 2080, that series.
But if you go
The 12 series.
2070 or above, you have to get a new CPU because you start bottlenecking your GPU, your
Uh,
CPU.
mm,
Sorry, bottlenecking your GPU. Yeah. Obviously, like if that doesn't bother you and you're gonna know you're gonna change your CPU down the line anyway, it's fine. Like, but
mhm.
pretty sure you start bottlenecking stuff then.
And she said my Wi-Fi is acting up like it literally just went from 7020p to a 144. I hate when Wi-Fi does that. It's so annoying.
Literally, nearly almost full gas. Jesus.
I remember the first couple of weeks I had my PC, like because the motherboard doesn't have like Wi-Fi in it or whatever. I bought an adapter for the back, which was like pretty cheap. It was on like 15 quid or something. And half the time, every single time I turned it on, it wouldn't connect to internet. It just couldn't find it and it wouldn't connect, or there was like no internet connection, even though there was on my phone and my tablet and my laptop and stuff. And then uh, for Christmas, no, in January when we went away to Oman and Dubai and all that, and we came back, no issues since then. It just hadn't been touched for like 3 weeks, and it was fine ever since. So I was just like, wow. Running an i7 4790K with a 2070, only a slight bottleneck, maybe 10%. Yes. I'd love to be able to afford like an i7. Like, I don't understand how people can afford like i7s and like i9s. I'm just like, they're so
But like,
expensive.
to be honest, your CPU, your 3600 is probably equivalent of a lower end i7. So it's like that's why people go with AMDs that like similar performance for just way cheaper.
Oh,
Hmm.
I wouldn't have known that now at all.
In fact, generally, current gen AMDs are actually better than majority of Intel stuff for the
Yeah.
price. What you're paying for, like.
Your face cams are like 10 pixels, like damn. Oof. Oliver said, don't really have the money right now because just upgraded to T300 last week, lol. But we'll see. Yeah, that's what I meant with AMD's, lol. We're cheaper than Intel. Yeah.
Hmm.
I just also don't really like, I don't know why, but I don't feel like I can trust Intel for some reason. I don't know why. But like, I don't know. I just wouldn't be able to like physically buy an Intel and put it in my computer and like trust it to like just keep up. I don't know why. There's just lack of trust there.
Oh,
Just
really? You think that?
set in my brain. Yep, it's just set in my brain. I'm just like,
Yeah, you've always been an AMD bitch,
mm-hmm.
even your laptop.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to go Intel and stuff, just for like the fact that they run much cooler and they generally for many many years were better. But I suppose in
But
recent years that hasn't really been a thing with their latest stuff.
yeah. I don't know why. I just feel like they're not trustworthy for some reason. I don't know why. It's just set in my head. And she's laughing at the fact that you called me an AMD bitch. I'm sorry.
I mean, I've always been an AMD guy as well, ever since my first PC. The reason why I wanted to go to Intel for so many years though was that I had an older AMD stuff and like, it's not the greatest like any of the older stuff for many years anyway. Well, not that it wasn't the greatest, but in its time it was brilliant. But then obviously like newer stuff came out and the AMD never really released anything until like kind of recent. So I suppose that's kind of why really. I don't know. Should I just raise the car up? It's struggling for traction at the moment. Kind of not sure why.
I feel like their price point is just way too high for what it is as well.
But that was because they had the majority of the market share. They could set a number to whatever they wanted. It didn't really matter. Now with AMD stuff,
Yeah.
like they've had to think twice about it.
Mm. Yeah, I suppose.
The actual cons with AMD stuff for many years was that they ran a higher amount of power, so they required more TDP. They ran hotter, so you need better cooling. So that was the biggest problem with them for so many years. And then eventually, like AMD released their newer stuff, and it is way better. I don't actually know if they're running higher TDP and stuff. I don't know if you need more power or stuff, but because they're releasing a new motherboard or new CPU every year, I don't know if they're not really. Oh yeah, you should update the BIOS, which is a pain in the arse. So the biggest mistake I made was that I bought a Ryzen 5 2600, but my motherboard only supported the 1600 or like the 1000 series Ryzens. So when I realized the mistake that I made, I had to get onto AMD to send me out like a temporary or like a BIOS CPU kind of a deal. Then update my BIOS and then
Mm.
send that back after time. So I had to wait like 2 weeks before I could build my new PC properly. Pain in the arse. Made
Ouch.
big mistake on my lesson there. I keep hitting people, man. I just need to pay more attention or like be more patient. Right, I think it's time for me to come off anyway, so I think we did our audio test. Everything seems to be quite good, so
Yeah.
we'll do one last run here with Connor.
My top eyelashes keep sticking to my bottom eyelashes and it's really annoying. And there's a fly. Go away, please. Get off of my chat. Oh,
Righty, folks.
give me
Thank you
those
so much for joining. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Been a little bit different. Thank you so much for the help as well with the audio stuff. We'll be back tomorrow. I want to have a chat with some people to see if they'd be interested in joining us, and we'll see if we can organize something. But tomorrow we'll definitely be back, probably around 8ish, maybe half 9, or sorry, between 8 and 9. I'm not really sure. Keep in touch with the Discord if you want to have an update on that. Do exclamation point Discord if you want to join.
guys, between 8 and 10. It's Alan we're talking about here.
That's very true. 8 and 10.
An open mind.
Um, bitch. Um, what else is there? Is there anything else? Oh yeah, make sure to follow all us on the social medias. I should really like put like a thing on the screen, you know, like follow me on Instagram, follow me on YouTube, follow me, blah blah blah. And then I
Yeah.
maybe put your Instagram on it too. I'm sure who cares about you.
Yeah, you say follow us, but you really mean just follow you. Because you don't care if anyone follows me or not. You just
You
don't
know,
give a shit.
yeah, you don't really care. Anyway, enough about her. Talk to you later. Goodbyes. Goodbye, guys. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.